So in this session, I'll be talking about the GWIC Investment Collective, as well as talking about a few of the initiatives and the programming that we're hoping to have for you ladies. This is a for us, by us. So this is created by women for women. And I congratulate you all for being here. This is our first virtual info session. So give yourselves a round of applause, a pat on the back. I'm just so excited to see everyone here. So we are very much open to input. This is new, we're growing, but we have a very, very good team. I have Sadia, who is excellent, with helping to organize. And then our wonderful, wonderful, I have to mention our Atlanta chapter president, Serena Muhammad, who has been very instrumental in pulling all of this together. So thank you all for being here, and thank you to my team for making this happen. So I first like to start off by talking about what is GWIC. GWIC stands for Global Women's Investment Collective. So just those words in itself, speak to the collective that it is global. So it's for every woman. It's for all backgrounds. It's for all faiths. Anyone who's a beginning investor, anyone who's a stay-at-home mom, anyone who's a seasoned investor, anyone who's a business owner, is for everyone. There's something here for everyone. The investment collective is where we are coming together, we're pooling our resources, and we're coming together to create something that collectively we can do, whereas individually it may be difficult. I'm sure a lot of you all, have had business ideas and, wanted to, do things that just on your own, it just seemed like a big, huge mountain. But when we come together collectively, we're chopping that down to size. We're dividing up that responsibility. We're dividing up those resources, and we're coming together and we're creating something really beautiful. So that's what the GWIC seeks to do. So we want to do that in a few different ways. Number one, first and foremost, is financial education. We have to really, really, really work on educating ourselves, educating our daughters, educating our sisters, mothers. We just have to really come together and share some of the knowledge that we have. A lot of us have gone to school or just have learned through experiences about, how to manage finances, how to grow and build wealth. So we're going to come together and share and learn with one another and alongside our experts. Business ownership is another lane that we'll talk about. Real estate investing, which we know is one of the biggest and easiest avenues of building wealth. Most people who are wealthy, they own at least one property. I'll just start there. They own at least one property or one asset. So real estate is a really, really good tool to be able to grow your wealth and to build a legacy for yourself and your family. We'll also talk about some passive income opportunities, global relocation and investment. As you all can see, I have here a picture of the pyramids in the background. So I had to settle for this because now I'm in the States, but I have relocated to Egypt. So I actually live just outside of Cairo in a city called Medinati. So I really, really, I love it there. I love the opportunity there. I love the people there. But I also love my home here in the States. So I'm actually currently back and forth. So we'll talk about some global relocation because everyone at some point, we all love to travel. I think most of us here can say that we love to travel, to get on the plane, pack our bags, and just go and just, leave everything that we know behind. So that's, innate in us to be explorers. And so as I went out and explored, I found that there are some really, really great opportunities outside of the States. Some great opportunities that are more accessible for us, okay? More accessible for the average person who doesn't have hundreds of thousands of dollars sitting up in a bank account. So that's what we're trying to do is we're trying to bring these local and global opportunities to our sisters here so that we can establish something for ourselves. The GWIC community platform, let me share with you all for a moment the vision. Okay. So initially, we started off in a WhatsApp group. A lot of you may have gotten added to a group, and I know everybody thought, oh, here we go again. Somebody added me to a group. But I think there was something that you saw there, or something that you know and love about the person who invited you that made you curious, that made you stop to say, what is this all about? Global Women's Investment Collective. What is this all about? So, what we're planning to do is to create a community platform. So, this will be a website. It's be our own personal community website where we can go on. We'll have discussion forums where we can talk about different things, talk about our goals, whether it be in wealth, whether it be in business. We'll also have a member directory, so we'll be able to create a form of sisterhood. We'll be able to have people that we're connecting with who are like-minded and who have similar goals. We'll also have an educational library. So this educational library will have courses where you can learn about financial education, learn about real estate investing, learn about business management, learn about startups, learn about all of these different things. So we'll have these courses that will be on the website, some of them free, some of them will be paid. But it's going to be a great atmosphere for you to learn and for us to build and grow together. And then we'll also do some live webinars and workshops. We'll have accountability community groups where we'll share, we'll break out into smaller sessions where we can share what our goals are. Some of us may want to buy a home in the next year or two. Some of us may want to start that business that we've been dreaming about. Some of us may actually want to relocate to Ghana, Senegal, Malaysia. So some of us may have those dreams and aspirations. So we want to, come together, hold hands, and be that accountability partner for you, because it takes a lot of strength and a lot of courage to do something like this on your own. But it's just so much easier when you have a community of sisters that are supporting you. We'll also have networking spaces, a community marketplace, and business resources. I have a mock-up here of the community platform. So this is what we are building. Sadia, myself, and Sister Serena, and other sisters who, we've found that have expertise in building websites. So we're going to come together and build this platform. This platform will have a member directory. As we mentioned, it'll have the courses where you can see here the financial literacy courses, real estate investing, and then we'll also have an events tab. We'll have virtual events, and then also we're hoping to do some in-person events so we can get to know each other, and then even some retreats. So this is going to be a really, really, really exciting thing for all of us. So we talked about the accountability in community groups. So a lot of you, thank you so much for completing your interest forms. These were very helpful in trying to help us to determine what our sisters need. What do our sisters most need at this time? A lot of you said you wanted to learn about real estate investing. A lot of you said you wanted to learn about wealth building. A lot of you want to learn about building and growing a business. So we've taken all of that input, and we are going to create out these community groups and create these courses so that we can all learn, live, grow, and build together. For a lot of you sisters who have businesses, we are seeking strategic partners for our member marketplace. So what we see this as growing into is a business marketplace for women-owned services where they can list their offerings on the website and then have, the women to reach out to them and then just start doing business with each other. I know a lot of times we see like Black-owned business, I know there's a website for the Black-owned businesses. So we're hoping that this will be a space where if you need an accountant, if you want a realtor in your area, if you want a business coach, if you want a retreat space, If you want to go work out, you want a yoga, whatever it is that you're looking for, I'm hoping that the sisters will come here first, find their sisters' businesses, and reach out to them. We'll also have opportunities for those businesses to showcase their services, whether it be giving classes or workshops, so that this way the whole community can become familiar with them. So I talk very, very fast. I do want to take a break here and encourage you all to stretch, get some water. I'm going to let Sadia take over here and then we'll resume. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and transition into the second half of this talk here. I'm hoping to only keep you all for about another 15, 20 minutes as we round out, and then we'll talk a little bit more about how you can stay engaged. So here again in the platform, this is another area that we're going to have because again, it's GWIC, which is for investment collective. So this page here on the platform will serve to provide investment opportunities. So as you can see, we have a couple of different apartments that may be available to purchase. There are also some homes that you can buy, a women's founders grow fund. These are all examples of what we can invest in and use this as a tool to build our wealth. I want you all to look at one that is in here, the Gotti Corner Cafe. So I would like to use this as an example. This is a real life example. It's called the Gotti Corner Cafe. It's an opportunity that was brought to me in Egypt, where someone came to me and said they wanted to build out some container cafes. And so these are like the trucking containers that they're starting to build out to make homes. So we're going to build them out to make cafes. So they're going to be in Egypt. It's at one of the three most visited tourist locations, which is awesome for us. There's absolutely nothing there. There's nowhere for them to get coffee, water, teas. So we're going to be that someplace for them to get coffees and teas. So when I first heard about it, I said it's a great idea. I did some digging on it. I did some research, really vetted the opportunity, and then I brought it to some business women that are, very good business women, very strategic and, just very careful with what they invest in. And each person that I asked for, they actually said, yes, that's a great idea. I would like to invest. So the investment for that, the smallest investment was 5,000, and then the largest investment was 10,000. So we came together, we raised $30,000 collectively, and we have already started with the permitting phase. We've already got the container cafes permitted. We also have the containers that are already at the factory currently being built. So in Egypt, things are just, there's not a whole lot of red tape. I'm not going to say it's a cakewalk, but there's just not as much difficulty as it is here to kind of get things going. We just started this project, I want to say in April, towards middle April. And here it is, they're being built, and we're hoping to have a grand opening at the end of July, 1st of August. So this is an example of some of the business ideas or the business opportunities that we'll be bringing, to the collective. And it's something that like one person on their own may not want to take on a risk of $30,000. They may not want to, pull that from their savings or even their investment account. We want it to come from an investment account, not from your home savings. But collectively, we each chip in. So we chipped in, a couple of the sisters did 10 and a couple of them did 5,000. So we chipped in and we came up with this amount, praise God, and we were able to move forward with it. Let me just put a little note that I do still have one investor slot open for 5,000. So if anyone is interested in that, I can send you more details. But this is an example of how we can come together and create this. And this will bring us a good bit of profit that we'll be able to, again, split collectively. So this will be for women who will now be receiving passive income because they're not in Egypt, right? So they're not going to be able to, they're not going to be making the coffees. They're not going to have to be out there, overseeing the staff. So they're just going to have collective, they're just going to have, I'm sorry, passive income. So that's one of the opportunities. But, we're hoping to have a lot more. I'm talking to one sister about maybe helping her, or not helping her, but investing in her business, investing in her space. And so that's some of the things that we'll be doing is sourcing investments, worthy investments. These will be checked, carefully curated, vetted for management, and then also for financials. I come with over 15 years of accounting and business management experience, and that's what I want to use that experience for is in helping us to collectively improve our current situations. So this is the investment opportunity. This is the investment portal that we'll have within the platform. Course, as we mentioned, we'll also have courses and training. So again, I'm looking for sisters who have courses that are financial, under the financial category, whether it be business management or credit counseling, any type of financial literacy, real estate investment, entrepreneurship. We're also talking about some global opportunities, relocation, leadership, and mindset. So these are all things that we're hoping to be able to put courses, and these are courses that are already built. I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I think that takes too much time. We don't really have a lot of. I know I'm not getting any younger. I don't know about any of you. I don't think my next birthday is not going to go back a year. It's going to go forward. So, I want to find sisters who are already doing this. I don't really want to sit and record a bunch of videos on financial literacy. If I have to, I will. I would love to do it for you all. But I would like to find a sister who's already put her work, her time, and her effort into it. And she just needs some sisters to be able to, she just wants to share it with some sisters. So we're looking for things like that. And we'll be doing workshops and live trainings, having guest experts. So that's the plan for that. Inshallah. So this would be the course catalog. So this is all on the Circle platform. It's a really nice community website that allows you to build out this community. And I would say, Saudi, I think maybe we're pushing for 30 days. Saudi is more conservative. She's asking me to say 60. So we'll say 30 to 60 days. We're hoping to have this out so that everyone can start to, get to learning and enjoying. So this was the first virtual info. I just wanted to give you all, just a brief overview of GWIC, the who and the what and the when and the how. And I'm hoping that the who would be all of you and all of your wonderful sisters that you invite to join us. But I think it will really be a really beautiful community. And I think that with all of us coming with good, pure intentions, I think that we can really make it into something very, very beautiful. So this is more than a community. It's a collaborative ecosystem. So it's an ecosystem of women coming together collectively to learn, build, and grow together. And yeah, thank you all so much for taking your time to sit with me. It really means a lot to me because a lot of times we put things out there and it's kind of like, if you build it, they will come. And then we build it and we wait and we wait. But the response has been wonderful. Like it's really warmed my heart. And I really feel like, okay, I feel like I'm on the right path. So thank you all so much for motivating me. Just being there, just your presence is motivating me. I really, really appreciate it. So I'm going to hand it back over to Sadia so that she can finish with our closing out messages. Thank you, ladies.
Okay, and can we get the next slide, please? Okay, so here are some ways to get involved. We put it down in steps. And so the first step, well, first, like Daya mentioned, our primary mode of communication right now is going to be the WhatsApp group and as well as our email. So if you're not in the WhatsApp group, please send me a message and I will make sure that you're added to that WhatsApp group. Just send me, I have your name, but just send me your phone number and I can make sure that you're added to that WhatsApp group. You can send that on on this chat right here. And so when you get added to the WhatsApp group, you'll be able to watch our introductory materials. It's a YouTube video that gives you just an introduction of GWIC. And then we're going to ask you to complete our interest form. So this gives us more information about what you're interested in as far as what the collective has to offer, any skills you bring to the table, and what you're really wanting out of joining the collective. And so let me put that in the chat right now. It's a Google form. So there's the link right there in the chat. And so you have to sign up for the interest form so we can move forward with you as a member. So the WhatsApp group, we mostly post updates, if we're having an info session, things like that, like big updates. But when you complete the interest form, that's going to be your connection to the community, the Powered by Circle community. So please complete that interest form when you get a chance. And so based on your responses from the interest form, we may send you an email just inviting you, thanking you for joining and taking the interest form and telling you to look out for updates, again, the Circle platform launch, and any news that we would like to share with you as a member. And you may get an email asking you to schedule a discovery call. So that's gonna be a part of our pipeline to get you to investment opportunities, your strategy call to explore like specific investment opportunities that you may be interested in as we roll out our Circle platform. So look out for that. And again, we're still rolling out that GWIC community, but that is something to look forward to. And once that community is rolled out, that's where we'll be able to participate in the trainings and discussions and events that were mentioned. And yes, so again, continuing on what to expect.
All right. So with that, Saudi, I think we'll go ahead and close out. And this will be the first of many meetings. Please, tell your sisters about it. If you're in the WhatsApp group, you can add your friends and sisters to the WhatsApp group. And then from there, we'll be putting the announcements. And then hopefully very soon, you all will be getting the invitation to join the platform. So if you know anyone who has a business that is interested in listing their business, Sister Sia, please reach out, send us an email, connect at GWIC dot, no, what is it? Connect at GWICglobal.org. All right, ladies. Thank you so much again for coming. Thank you, Sadia. Thanks, Serena. Thanks, ladies, for all your input. I hope to speak to you all soon.